Hey guys, it's me, Blue. It's been a very, very interesting weekend. I'm going to start off with what's kind of been going on today. I don't think I've done anything except sleep today. It has been a very, very rainy, awful day. I connect really well to the well, not in a good way, I suppose, to the weather. I used to live in Niagara Falls, or close to Niagara Falls, and whenever it rained I would get these massive pressure headaches. And apparently moving out to the middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan, doesn't really help. There's less rain, but the pressure is still there. So I have had pretty much the worst possible headache you could imagine today. Like all I've done is sleep. I had to cancel a meeting tonight. I couldn't go to the library. You know how bad a headache has to be for someone who loves books to not go to the library? Really, really bad. That's not why my face is red and I look like I've been crying. That has that's something completely different. My daughter and I kind of had a little bit of a cry fest tonight. She and I talked it out, and I don't know, maybe it's the weather again. I don't know what's going on. It's just tonight I just wanted to cry a little bit. So the fact that I'm reading a really good sad book helps a lot. I didn't finish all the books that I wanted to finish this weekend. I finished Leviathan, which I'm very thankful of, but I'm working my way through Sarah Dooley's book, and called Free Verse, and I'm crying my way through it. It's so good so far, and I've barely even made a dent in it. But it's so powerful. So some of the names she uses, like she used the name Arlie, and I wanted to cry because that was my mom's name, and she passed away in 2014, and it sucked, and I cried a lot, and I still cry a lot. And I sort of want to cry now, and I'm going to try not to on camera, because honestly, I'm already a hot mess. You don't need to see me crying as well. But yeah, so really powerful book so far. I'm quite enjoying it. One of the things I kind of wanted to tell you that I've been doing is I've been doing some reading challenges over the summer. I have one that I'm only like 4 squares away from finishing that I've encouraged my daughters to do with me. And what we're doing is we're kind of trying to read books in different places, books about different things, books that challenge them, books that challenge me. I've had a lot of fun with it because I get to read to a stuffed animal. I get to make a fort and read it. The kids are having fun because they get to read in a fort, but I'm having fun because I get to read in a fort. So that's a lot of fun. It's supposed to be for kids, but in order to encourage them, I'm also participating, and I'm doing it myself. But of course, that one's for kids. So I'm also doing a couple of adult ones that I thought I'd show you. These are my 2 different ones. I found these online. There are so many. Almost every library, I think, across Canada and the US has one. This one is from Sharon, and the name of the state has completely escaped me, and I am so sorry. But that's their reading challenge, the purple one. A couple of them were already done when I printed it off in black and white, but I love that one. It's got little things like read one that was published in 2015, which I'm assuming is probably the year this bingo came out. But little ones like read a play, like I could probably finish my Cursed Child, or read a book of poetry. You know, there's just little things in there, and this one says adult. So yay for that one. And then this other one is Adult Library Book Bingo, and this one is from the Niagara Library. And it has kind of the same idea, new release, book by a Canadian author, a book set in the future, like little things like that you could, color in. I'm trying to get these done by the end of summer. I think I'm doing pretty good. So I'm quite proud of that. But yeah, those are kind of the reading challenges that I'm doing over the summer. I don't know where I'm going in my books. But I have little things like there was my booktubeathon. This is my Horcruxathon, which you can't see yet. And of course, like with Halloween coming up, I want to make sure that I have my 30 Days of Poe. So I'm really excited for that one too. So I've got a couple of reading challenges coming up in September and October, but first, getting through these summer reading challenges are obviously my biggest adventure. Like I said, I finished reading The Leviathan. I wasn't a fan. I hate to say. I'm going to probably read the second one just because there were so many questions in the first one that were not answered that are kind of eating me up inside. It's probably not going to be for a while, but I'm going to try to read. Some of the questions are, what is in the eggs? That is going to kill me. Like, there's like a good portion of the book is spent with these eggs, and it's like, what is in them? Is that answered in the second book? Is like, do we ever find out what's in the eggs? Do they all get destroyed? What happens with these eggs? Is Darren's secret? Is Darren's secret found out? I'm not gonna say what the secret is because you gotta read the book. It's so good. And what's going on with the war now that they've combined living and machinery? Is that gonna change things? Like, what's gonna happen? It's so good. So I don't want to spoil too much of it. It's there are too many questions that I have. Like, I don't think I really understood the language. Like, I understood okay, let's rephrase. I think the language was too young for me. I think because it was written as a young adult novel or a youth novel, that it's just something that is not appealing to me. Like, I read other steampunk novels that I really enjoyed. Mortal Engines I really enjoyed. And obviously a lot of dystopian ones that I really liked. I like Lockwood and Company, which is written in a similar style, but I don't know, maybe it seems more adult. Does that seem weird? I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the writing. It is a good book. I'd probably recommend it to anyone who likes steampunk, but it wasn't my style of book. So yeah. So that's my opinion on Leviathan. I, of course, get to check off part of my newts because that was my book set in the past. Even though it's a dystopian past, it's the steampunk novel. It's set in like an alternative reality, but they do still mention Darwin. They do still mention Winston Churchill. So there are some. It is in this world. It's just in a different timeline from this one. So I'm using it as my Ancient Runes as a book that's set in the past. So yeah. My husband is very excited because socialblade.com has finally recognized me as a YouTuber. And he's like, isn't this great? If you get 100 views, you could get monetized. And I'm like, that's great. 95 cents. Super. So he's really excited. I don't care. I'd love to be monetized. I'd love to be sponsored. I'd love to like go to things like VidCons and meet other YouTubers, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to share my love of books and to share my love of libraries and to encourage more people to read. And I think that reading is really a lost art. Like, even if you read on a Kindle or on a Nook or on your phone or you listen to audiobooks, just listen or absorb the books. Like, there's so many books right now that are out there that are so amazing that people aren't reading because they just don't read anymore. So that's like why I love doing these reading challenges. That's why I love encouraging my girls to read. Allie is reading things that she shouldn't be reading at 6 years old, but she's reading and it's amazing. And she's my daughter. And so like it's phenomenal. Like, it's just mind-blowing what is out there and what people can accomplish if they are well read. Like, I think I've got a quote in one of my books that says, a well-read woman is a dangerous creature. And I think we've kind of set aside reading in lieu of Netflix and television and YouTube and, well, YouTube and other kind of streaming sites, and I think it's taken away from books, and I would love to get back to that. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the fame. I'm not doing it so that I can be compared to like other YouTubers from Canada. I'm doing it because I love books, and I want to share that with other people who love books, and encourage people who don't love books to read books. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. So I still have a really bad headache. I'm going to go and take something for it. I hope you guys all have a great evening. If you like this, I'm going to try that again. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys are reading. I'd love to hear if you guys are doing the newts. I'll try to remember to leave a link to the newts down below in the description. And yeah, if you guys, I'd love to hear what's going on with you. So, knowledge is power. Support your, I am not having a good day. Knowledge is power. Support your local library. And we'll see you again on Friday. I need something. Bye, guys.